daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course, sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. More every day, I might add. You guys. Dan Bongino. You guys. Okay. I'm going to give the sea turtle killing plastic straw to the media because they're having a bad weekend. Okay, let's talk about why, shall we? Okay. I guess this video is going to be a kind of a two-parter here. First of all, let us give the rest in peace to the angry black lady, Joy Reid, or Joyless Reid, as she and Joyless Behar are known. Joy Reid's show on MSNBC was canceled during Black History Month. So she's black and she's history. Mwah. Anyway, I think that was just a beautiful part of the weekend. Didn't you? Like, did you wake up on, what was it, Saturday or Sunday morning, and you're like, hold up, Joy Reid's show just got canceled? The winning keeps happening. And again, they did it during Black History Month. Like the tail end of Black History Month. So awesome. Like, I can't imagine why. I mean, she's not an unhinged lunatic or anything like that. She doesn't like have literally talk about white supremacy and white people and white this and white that. And she's like not a complete racist or anything like that. She's just, you know, she went to Harvard and you didn't. And this woman actually admits that the only reason she got into Harvard was because of what, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, DEI/affirmative action. So, bye-bye, Joy Reid. She'll probably end up on The View. They'll probably kick one of those that blonde liberal lady off and put her in there because of diversity. I mean, they can't get rid of the one, fake conservative, the lady named Alyssa Farrar Griffin, who basically sold her soul, took a dump on her former boss, Donald Trump, and then got a vaccine, just to be on TV. They can't get rid of her. So either they're going to add another chair, or they'll kick one of the other. Again, they'll probably kick the white lady off. So that'll be fun. It's a delicious turn of events, is it not? I mean, Rachel Maddow should be next. So should Stephanie Roll and the rest of them, but they won't. But I guess, look, one thing at a time, okay? Now, if you thought that was great, then Sunday night, I woke up to the news that Donald Trump, the greatest president in any of our lifetimes, probably going to be on Mount Rushmore before the end of his first term. The Mount Rushmore build will start toot sweet, I would imagine, like maybe 2 years into it or something. Once we realize with photo ID, which is coming with the SAVE Act, photo ID, one-day voting, and paper ballots, which he has now said this is what needs to happen, which it will happen. And then in the midterms, I wonder what's going to happen to the Democratic Party. It's going to go bye-bye. So after the midterms, I would imagine that Mount Rushmore would be like, yeah, let's get Trump up there. Anyway, Trump announced over the weekend, because he is not playing, okay? If you thought Kash Patel made the left lose their damn minds, which it did, and I made a video last week about why they're so afraid of Kash Patel, but the same could be said for Dan Bongino. Now, Dan Bongino was floated to be the head of the Secret Service, which would have been great, but Trump was saving him for a more prominent role, obviously, because he appointed him to be deputy FBI director, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think needs Senate approval. So, he's like, let's get Kash in there. And then, and we'll see your Kash Patel and raise you a Dan Bongino. Dan Bongino is completely based. Dan Bongino has lots of questions about what happened in Butler, Pennsylvania. Like, where'd that investigation go to die? Like, what broom closet did the FBI put the Butler PA investigation? I dare say that Kash Patel and Dan Bongino are going to reopen it. Y'all, let's talk about some of the things that they are. I mean, look, with Pam Bondi, who is fantastic. Like, fantastic. Saw her at CPAC over the weekend. She was talking about the rape trains that happen with little kids and women, and how children are being trafficked over and over with different male sponsors. They just keep recycling these kids. And the Biden administration completely knew about this. They lost 300,000 kids and they allowed it to happen. I mean, I'm a total conspiracy theorist. This is true. But it's almost like the people they're beholden to have fetishes or something, like, regarding kids. Like, I don't know, call me crazy, but one would think that this is why nothing was done to stop this evil and horrific thing that are done to these kids. Anyway, Pam Bondi, Kash, Patel, Dan Bongino, here's some of the things I think we're going to start seeing. And look, some people are already starting to get restless a little bit, and I'm like, look, it's been like a month, okay? Like, it's gonna take time. If we're following the rule of law, it's gonna take time to build these cases. I mean, yes, they have the evidence. Yes, Trump has said, we have them all, we've caught them all, we know what they've done. But what I would imagine is going on right now in the Department of Justice and now in the FBI is they're probably gonna start looking at different buckets of things they need to start charging. The January 6th stuff, the fact that the former FBI director and FBI agents were totally in on it, the fact that they set this up for like a year, okay? They set it up for a year. They knew what they were going to do with the Rona. They released that on purpose to get rid of one person, and then they had to set something up because they knew what they were going to do to cheat with the mail-in ballots and the drop boxes and all the things. And I don't think they expected Trump's margin of victory to be such a landslide, which is why they had to shut everything down at night at 10:30 at night, which was the tell. That is the tell. So we're going to look into January 6th, the 2020 election. That's going to be one bucket. Then we're going to look at the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. That's another bucket. And obviously that implicates a whole lot of people, including Barack Obama, the first black president. Then we're going to look at Crossfire Hurricane, which again implicates Barack Obama, the first black president, with you know, the whole FISA abuse thing, what they did to Carter Page, what they did to Mike Flynn. Again, spying on Trump's campaign. There's going to be that. And then I think we're going to be looking at Fauci and what Fauci has done. And that's where we're going to bring Kennedy into the mix. And then, I don't know, maybe we can look at how the Biden administration left the border wide open and maybe why they did such things. Like, could it have anything to do with people who might or might not be on the Epstein and Diddy client list? I mean, I don't know. We're going to also look at, again, child sex trafficking, human trafficking. Why did they allow it to happen when they knew it was happening? Why didn't they close the border? That's going to be a big bucket. Because that open border leads to all sorts of things. Like, I don't know, U.S. aid money going to Haiti, which, you know, they got billions and billions of dollars that just so conveniently ran through the Clinton Foundation, and then Haiti gets 2% of the money. I mean, y'all, the things that these evil people have done, not to mention where our money is actually going, and the meltdowns they are having over Doge, and the meltdowns that they're like, oh, how dare Trump want to give money back to the American people? It's like, you guys have no problem sending $300 billion over to Ukraine as a money laundering grift, which is another bucket I would imagine that the FBI and Pam Bondi are going to be looking at. You have no problem with that. You have no problem with giving $5 to $10 grand a month to illegal aliens to stay in our cities. So that's cool. But God forbid we uncover the fraud, waste, and abuse and then give some dividends back to the American people, which will stimulate the economy. F these people, man. F them all in the A, okay? With no lube. Anyway, let's see what else they're going to be. What's another bucket they might be working on? There's just so many of them. There's so many buckets. So many buckets, so little time. That's I think what is maybe the holdup right now, because they have to prioritize what are they going to do first. And what these treasonous a-holes like Adam Schiff and Hillary Clinton et al., they're really, really hoping that there's just going to be too much, because what they've done is they've flooded the zone with so much crime and so much fraud, waste, and abuse and so many evil things that they probably think, okay, the FBI is going to be focused over here, so they're not going to look this way. I think you're wrong. I think that we're going to have two incredibly competent people now running the FBI. Two incredibly competent people who the media is having a meltdown over. Ergo, they are the perfect choices. So look, if we don't start seeing some indictments within the next month, I would say the natives should be restless. But I don't think there's any universe that exists that these people are not serious. And it is FAFO time. It's FAFO 2025. I mean, I'm loving 2025. I don't know about you. And I said to Fred, I was like, man, this is just an amazing time to be alive. Because we all of us, lived through this literal insanity for the past, decade, certainly in the last 4 years. Like the depths of despair, like how in the world are we going to get our country back? How in the world are we going to get our world back when everybody is saying the same thing and it's this leftist hegemony everywhere? And now, of course, we come to find out, well, all that was astroturf, fake, propped up by Soros money, propped up by USAID. Like all these things that we thought were insurmountable just get knocked over just like that. And that's what we're going to keep saying, guys. So keep the faith. Don't get too impatient here. It's going to take some time to build these cases, making sure they are airtight. And you're going to start seeing a lot of people taking the easy way out soon, I predict. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thy will be done.